This is Dearborn, Michigan, earlier today. That's Dearborn, Michigan, a procession for something called Ashura or Ashura. I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm American and whatever that is, it isn't. Dearborn, where they already have mandatory halal in the schools. That means non-Muslim kids in Dearborn public schools can't get normal meat. They have to get meat that's been slaughtered in an Islamic ritual with the animals facing Mecca, with Islamic prayers being said over them. Yep, they've got to get that kind of meat in Dearborn public schools. No avalanche of lawsuits like we had against, literally anything Christians tried to do in schools for decades. This is just being forced on us. This is what's going on. And that is an army. That's a veritable army marching there of military-aged men marching right there in American street. An American street. It's something that sure as hell wasn't happening in 1996 or 1986 or 1976 or even 2006. But here we are. Here we find ourselves in 2026. Getting ready to celebrate America 250, and that's what's going on our streets. And that's just Dearborn. Numerically, there's more of that particular group that keeps saying Islam will enter every house, and that where I live, they're preaching that it doesn't matter what people like me do or say, they will convert our children and grandchildren. And at the very least want to propel, members of that group into politics and every other profession in the country. And this was all done not even without the consent of the governed, against the consent of the governed. We would have said no if we had been given the chance or the choice, and we weren't given that. So what are we going to do with a country that has been this demographically altered, frankly, right out from under us? And what do you think of the scale there, guys? Because that's a hell of a thing, isn't it?
So in my great state of Michigan, they had a 50,000 person march for Islam. 3 Christian men were holding signs and were stoned and beat on national television. What is happening? Is the holy war here?
Jesus! No rioting, no violence, no violence, no violence, no violence, no violence, no violence, no violence. No violence! No violence! No violence! No violence!
This is what happens when people wake up and say separate states from government or separate state from religion. Who will believe that Dearborn, Michigan will be experiencing over 46,000 Muslims, radicals marching on the streets? In a nation that says in God we trust, and we are attacking and beating Christians who were standing by themselves, not exhibiting any form of violence or aggression. This is the fear that many are warning against that is about to overrun Europe. The fear of Islamization, the fear of streets being run over by religious fanatics. And this has always been the agenda, to take over nations wherever they come in. And it is called the system of assimilation. You're coming across my YouTube channel. This is Church Without Walls NG. Feel free to hit the notification, hit the subscription button. So we'll have a couple of more videos to give to you. And by it, we'll come back to give you our final opinion and analysis on the subject matter. So hang in there.
The new Muslim mayor of Dearborn, Michigan is now under fire for saying that Christians are not welcome in the city.
I feel like having that sign up there, it's almost like having, naming a street, Hezbollah Street or Hamas Street.
You are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
The new Muslim mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, Abdullah Hammoud, is now currently under fire for telling a Christian man that Christians are not welcome in the city. This is coming after the man complained that the mayor changed multiple street names into Muslim names. These statements from the mayor of Dearborn has garnered controversy from commenters online. Commenters claimed that Dearborn, Michigan voters allowed this to happen, and that foreigners shouldn't be able to work in U.S. government positions. But what do you think about the situation in Dearborn, Michigan? Do you agree with the new mayor, or is the Christian man in the right? Let me know your thoughts about the situation down below.
Welcome to Dearborn.
So we are the largest Islamic center in North America.
Assalamu alaikum. Why are you working here? Do you want Sayad to win or Stevens?
Hezbollah don't cause trouble. You know, they're just there to watch my store.
This is the Islamic takeover of Michigan. Welcome back to the Nate Friedman Show. I've come to Dearborn to see what it's really like here. It's an ordinary Wednesday, and if you had to do some work on the house and stop at Home Depot first, these are the signs you would see, each of them translated in Arabic. Next up, I wanted to speak to the people of Dearborn about the upcoming Senate race between Al-Sayad and Stevens. Al-Sayad is on track to become the first Muslim senator in our country's history. He wants to abolish ICE, defund the police, and went on tour with Hassan Piker, who said America deserved 9/11. Which one do you prefer to win?
What do you think, bro? I'm Arabic. I'm Lebanese, right?
Yeah.
Steven is pro APEC.
Oh, is she?
Okay, of course
Yeah.
he does. He gets money from APEC. And we don't like APEC. All the Arabs live here.
Right.
The mayor, he's Arab. The council's mostly Arab, you know?
Yeah. And you're saying that is the case?
Personal friends of mine, the mayor of the council.
Do you think that when he becomes senator, that he should fight for a bill that makes prayer times, like that businesses must support prayer breaks? Would that be something
Most
that...
of them around here do.
They do already?
Yeah, they just close.
They close for prayer?
Right, close for prayer.
And that's good.
And they go to prayer.
Yeah. And what about halal meat in schools? So this
We
is...
have a lot of halal meat in schools now here in Dearborn, everywhere.
Yeah. Where do you stand on which government? Is it Hezbollah or is it something else? Like what's going on actually?
Okay. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Hezbollah only protects Lebanon.
Yeah.
If there's no Hezbollah, it's gone, Lebanon.
Right.
Israel will take it over. That's the only thing keeping them out.
Yeah.
Hezbollah don't cause trouble. You know, they're just there to watch my store, let's just say. And if they come and start breaking down my store, we're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
And that's what Hezbollah does.
Would you like to see United States allied with Hezbollah?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, it was such a pleasure talking to you, man.
Yeah, man.
No rioting, no violence, 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 no violence.
The Bible says that the children of this world in their time are wiser than the children of God or the children of light. And that is what is playing out in Dearborn, Michigan. As far as I'm concerned, Michigan is a litmus test of the real deal, the real Islamic agenda to take over the United States of America. And it's so sad to see what is happening, because this is what happens when a people reject God. When people begin to embrace homosexuality, LBQ or LGTQ, whatever, and deny The sovereignty of God. This is what happens. This is what happens when people call evil good. And it's no different from what you find out in the scriptures. The biblical Israelites and their journey with God. God said to Samuel to tell Israel, Samuel, they did not reject you. They have rejected me. America has rejected God. It is time for America to return back to God in prayers, in tears. The scriptures puts it this way. It said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and turn from the wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I'll heal the land. It is time to pray for Dearborn, Michigan. It is time to lift up our voice in the place of prayer. And I pray that that will be the situation. God bless you.